Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to Frontliner Analysis. And if you are watching us for the first time, please kindly take a second of your time and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Then don't forget to click the notification bell for more updates daily. Now, my fellow Kenyans, we all understand that during the anti-government protest last year by the Gen Z revolution, there were some of the Gen Zs that were abducted illegally, arrested illegally, and also killed illegally, where some of them are still missing up to now. Their family have tried to plead with the government of William Ruto so that they can see their sons and daughters, whether they are alive or dead. Where, as I am talking to you right now, opposition leaders are now demanding explanation behind 295 dead bodies that have been dumped here in Nairobi at City Mortuary. And that is why I told you in my previous videos that compensation that William Ruto was planning to do to the family that were mistreated illegally during the anti-government protest should be stopped a bit, so that Kenyans can understand what really happened to the Gen Zs that were abducted illegally, arrested illegally, and killed illegally, but they are still missing. Hakuna mwenye anarudi akiwa alive. It is all about death. Each and every time. The news, it is all about wamekufa, wamekuwa dumped, wamekuwa exposed somewhere, sijui mara nini. That is what is happening. And that is why I told you that those people are not going to get justice. LSK President Faith Odhiambo did a very, very big mistake by swallowing the words of Raila Amolo Odinga and President William Ruto so that he can agree to bury the evidence that she was having behind the victims that were mistreated illegally during the anti-government protest. And before we proceed with this analysis, allow me to play for you the video of what is happening behind 295 dead bodies that have been dumped at City Mortuary. And before you watch the video, ensure you like the video. When you like the video, you automatically show your support on what I'm doing on this platform. Thank you so much, and you can watch the video.
Hii karatasi rafiki yangu ya broad based hii kuna 295 names. No, not names. Watu 295 hawajulikani jina, hawajulikani lolote. It's just a number of a dead person. Mortuary, City Mortuary. Na wanaenda kusikwa kwa sababu ni Wakenya, hawajulikani majina, hawajulikani watokako, ni kama wanyama. 295 hii iliwekwa kwa Kenya Gazette na Sakaja. Na sasa hayo ndio mambo ambayo sisi katika upinzani lazima tupambane nayo. Mimi nafikisha hapo. Mimi nilikuwa nimefaa sufuria tukiwa na mheshimiwa Kalonzo. Na nimefurahia sana kwa sababu leo umekuja nimekuletea sufuria. Lakini si wewe. Hii sufuria si yako, ni yangu. Lakini nilikuwa nataka kusema hivi. As I conclude. Hii sufuria mnaona, na wengine wanasema niliweka kwa kichwa. Nilisikia serikali ikisema ya kwamba sasa sufuria iko na chakula. I want to tell them the sufuria is still empty.
Politics now, and leaders from the united opposition are now demanding an urgent probe into 295 unclaimed bodies lying at the City Mortuary in Nairobi. The bodies are set for disposal by the county government of Nairobi. The leaders allege that most of the bodies could be those of victims killed during anti-government protests in 2024 and 2025. They also say they have declined advances to join the broad-based government and are currently calling the compensation efforts inadequate. Melito Letenges with more.
Pressure is mounting on the Nairobi County government as leaders from the united opposition demand an immediate halt to the planned disposal of 295 unclaimed bodies at the City Mortuary. The leaders are calling for a full and independent investigation, alleging that some of the deceased may have been victims of police brutality during the deadly anti-government protests.
Viongozi wetu wasifikiri sisi ni wajinga ama namna gani wananchi. Hawa watu walikufa, they fell from the skies and died. Labda hawa ni watoto wetu waliuawa wakati ule wa we had this it. Watu wasifikiri eti watu ni wajinga.
A 7-day notice issued by the Nairobi County government for families to collect the bodies earlier this month has expired with no claims made. The bodies are now set to be disposed of.
Alafu sasa tunataka kuanza kufanya abracadabra na maisha ya binadamu. Tuache hii sarakasi. Let us be serious people. This is a serious country. Najua wakati mwingine watu wengine wananiambia we Fred huo unacheka, wakati mwingine nasema no, the business of managing the country is serious. Hakuna wakati wa kucheka.
The leaders also expressed dissatisfaction with the government's compensation process for victims, which is currently on hold. The High Court issued conservatory orders following a petition challenging the legality and duplication of roles within the compensation committee.
Kusema nitakuua kisha baadaye nikulipe 200,000, hiyo ni upuzi. Upuzi na kuharibu nia za wazalendo, haki ambazo zimekabiliwa katiba iliyotupatia Mheshimiwa Kibaki.
The leaders also revealed that despite ongoing political overtures and their past political ties with former Prime Minister Raila Odinga in the Azimio coalition, they have rejected invitations to join the broad-based government.
Now when my friend talks about a broad-based government, we've been invited to it and we said no. Let them deal with the massacre in Githurai kwanza. We are all Kenyans. We are not averse to sitting together and to make this country better.
The leaders were speaking in Kajiado County, where they attended a church service at the Tent Revival Church. Melita Oletinges, Citizen TV.
So that is what is happening behind the Gen Zs that were killed illegally, abducted illegally, arrested illegally, and they are missing up to now. And that one happened because the Gen Zs used to fight for their rights, fight for their freedoms during the anti-government protest while they were trying to warn the MPs not to pass the finance bill of 2024-2025, but they end up passing that bill because William Ruto is sleeping on the same bed with these MPs. And that is why I keep on reminding you on my analysis that if we want an improvement of Kenya, of economy and development in this country, we need to, a law should be made that to block and ban any elected president in the Republic of Kenya from controlling courts, controlling national assemblies, and also controlling security affairs, so that those places should be left independent to serve the people of Kenyans equally without favoring any Kenyan citizen, whether you are a president, a speaker, a CS, a minister, a MP, MCA, chief, assistant chief. Those places should be left independent to serve the people of Kenyans equally. But without that one, we will keep on crying each and every day. Because the finance bill of 2024-2025 was passed successfully because of William Ruto. Hata kama majenzi walienda kwa street akaiangusha, it was passed later on. Kimani Ichung'wah alituambia, the majority leader of National Assembly, Kimani Ichung'wah, ended up exposing how they passed finance bill of 2024-2025 secretly after the Gen Z pressure. Then even the one for this year was also passed because Ruto is sleeping with the MPs on the same bed. And that is something that is really dragging down our economy because those people are not doing their job. They are not working because we voted for these MPs and senators to go and fight for our interest, go and serve our interest on the National Assembly, but not to serve the interest of the government. So that one is happening because the president of Kenya, William Ruto, have been allowed to take control of courts, national assemblies, and also security agencies in the Republic of Kenya, where those people cannot do anything. Hakuna Kenya wanaweza fanya without receiving order from above. And need to understand that even all the Gen Zs that were abducted illegally and they are still missing, it is only William Ruto that can give an order so that those people can be exposed. Ni yeye tu peke yake. And that is the reason why. Do you remember what happened during the late Albert Ojwang? The Deputy Inspector General of Police, Douglas Kanja, was not fired. Why? Because he is the person that was hiding some of the victims. some of the Gen Zs that were killed illegally during the anti-government protest, where right now, they're now delivering them one by one. 2 weeks ago, there were around 290 that were exposed. Yesterday, it was about 295 that now opposition leaders are now demanding the truth so that they can be told what is happening, where they are demanding an independent investigation. But I know very well that there is nothing like investigation that can happen there. Gani, how can a government inspect itself? How can a government investigate itself? How? It is something that cannot happen. Opposition leaders are just trying to put things in order for the people of Kenya, but it cannot happen. That is what I know. How? How will those people start investigating themselves? So that is what I wanted to update you on, that even if we're chatting 2 terms ahead of 2027 election, just understand that things are not yet okay behind the Gen Zs that were missing during the anti-government protest last year in 2024, after being arrested and abducted by rogue Ruto police officers that were covering the ongoing protest during that particular time by receiving orders from the CS of Interior Kipchumba Murkomen, Douglas Kanja, and the Deputy Inspector General of Police, DIG Lagat, and also Nordin Haji, the boss of NIS, and Mohammed Amin, the boss of DCI officers in the Republic of Kenya. See you in the next video.